The tornadoes in Joplin, Missouri, has rattled so many people that it's amazing. I want to look at sort of different spin of this whole tornado thing. No, I don't understand tornadoes, and that's not a part of my analysis here. In this picture, you see two older houses that have been damaged but not obliterated as others. Um, Tornadoes seem to make newer houses look as if you throw a box of matches on the ground and you play and take off one without disturbing the rest. And I happen to have been around some construction and so on, and I see how they do things. Um, the modern construction, they're thinking in terms of conservation, and they're thinking probably of maximizing profits so that they use very economical materials. And most of the cost of house seems to be labor and profits. And they support for many of these places, they make it into a T board. Not a T, it's a I board. One horizontal and two horizontal and one vertical. And this board is the kind of compressed board. If when you leave it out in the rain, it gets swollen and it disintegrates. I don't know if it makes it resin or paste or whatever, but this is what they use for that. And they will put beams down on the ground and strike a gun nailer through it, and it stands up a little bit, and they say yes. And the others they use pieces of metal to hold things up and so on. But um, it can't compare with the older way to do things. It seems as if the older construction would use many bolts, hardly just nail in this kind of pasting thing they do. They will cast a screw in the ground and probably weld it onto something in there into the steel so that it has to break or the wood break. And tornadoes are awesome, and many times the woods are broken. But in my view, most of it seems to be just loosed out. You hardly have where you used to have a 2 by 4, and you'll cut out probably 2 inches, and you'll rest, and you cut out the other 2 inch from the other one, and you put it in together, and you screw it through. They don't do that again, so um, that seems to be why earthquakes are so destructive. Of course, look at the concrete buildings; they have also been damaged, but it's just the windows. The tornado don't seem to have been able to move the structures, like how they do in those wooden ones or that sort of plywood house, and stucco and drywall and all that stuff. It just leveling it. Then on the other hand, it seems to me that people are saying how God is doing this and God is awesome and all this stuff. But you know what? God is not in this storm. You see, He has already told us what He's going to do for the wicked in the end time. He's going to burn up everything. So that He's not in the floods, He's not in the winds. Just like with Job, He's not in the water, He's not in all that stuff. When fire comes through, everlasting fire, then is when He's coming through. Now, the word everlasting there just means as long as something lasts. Because I don't think that God would want to see humans or evil people burning forever. I mean, this earth is where the saints are coming back to live. So that to keep burning them all the time, when will they be able to come and live here? So that is ruled out. But it seems to me that as the world becomes more evil, more people finding fascination in evil, people looking through the newspaper to check the psychics and the astrology, others buying Ouija board, others consulting palm readers, a whole bunch of variety of evil they're getting into, even same-sex marriage and living all these things, So that it seems to me that in the past, even in American history, where people were tithing, you find that locusts and other pests would come and just go around the faithful tithe payers' farm and just eat up the others around who weren't paying tithe. So God could, in spite of things, protect some people. But I'm sure that some of these houses that were destroyed, they were good, righteous people that wouldn't go to heaven living in it. But some way, somehow, when we put our trust in our hands in Satan's hand, he is just making you happy for a little bit. And when you relax and you feel comfortable, he come and destroy you. Make sure you die on his side, so you'll be destroyed with him. Now, I'm saying that it's the devil behind all this. We're being lured into evil from a variety of fronts. Most television shows got some evil in it. Children's shows got evil in it, and the construction of these houses seem to be so flimsy that's adding to the toll. So this is just my take on it. What do you think? You think that there are other reasons why we have in this frequency of these terrible storms that I am saying the devil is kind of behind?